Well, just hopped in the car, about to head to the donation centers right at 1 o'clock. So it's Tuesday. It's cloudy today, so that's good. Keeps it a lot cooler. I got the Tesla shirt on. It's interesting because I've been wanting to get a share of Tesla to get back into that, but in order to do that without pulling in any extra cash, I will have to sell some Bitcoin, and I don't want to do that. So I don't know if it drops down to a reasonable price, I may consider it, but yeah, I'm not gonna sell the Bitcoin unless there's a dip opportunity. But speaking of Bitcoin, going to the center so we can do plasma to Bitcoin, and when I get done with that, come back here and we'll resume the video. Just got to the donation center. So how about this? So I'm driving down the road, just talking about Tesla, then I get behind a Model X Tesla. And you know what's even crazier? I'm sit here in the parking lot and look over there. A Tesla. Hey, sometimes I like to think that, you know, if you're thinking about something and you kind of see it shortly after, that it's kind of like a sign or like a confirmation. But I don't know, man. It could be a coincidence, but it could also be a good indicator of what to do. But anyway, we can go here and donate. And like I said on the last one, that we'll be back after to start the video.
Here we go.
Money, money, making crap for money.
All right, people, here we are. Post donation. So it's a good vibe in the center. I ended up being there a few minutes shy of 3 hours, so you might as well just say 3 hours. When I walked in, there was a line, but so I actually heard through the grapevine that one of the workers there, he's not there anymore. He's been gone for about a week now, and I was like, man, because he was one of the OG guys, always cool, laid back guy. But everybody's got their time, you know. It is what it is. Best of luck to him. So another thing, there was someone that was from Texas. They're just here for about a week. I just overheard them talking, but they were behind me in line, and one of the two wasn't able to donate. Like, he got to the bed area and all that, and they just said something to him, and he wasn't able to donate. But the other person that was with him was able to donate just fine. So don't know what that's about, but like I said, they were behind me in line, and we're in line for about not quite an hour, but close to it, because there ended up being 2 screeners. So I'm like, damn, dude, did all this waiting around and can't even donate. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. So right now we're on the Yahoo Finance app. Got paid $60 today. We see Bitcoin is down over 800 currently. 111.1. Okay. Cool. All right. Look, it was peak. Look at that. It was up 113-ish, 112 and all that. So it's cool. I get it at a dip. You know, like I said, you can never time the market, but this is cool because I get it at a dip. So that's perfect. All right. So let's go over here to crypto.com. So I do remember last time that they charged like 90 cents fee for the $30. So I'm going to see if that's going to work today. Let's look at Bitcoin in particular, separate from the stocks. Let's see what we got there. All right, let me get that off the top. All right, so we're down $28 in the Bitcoin wallet. So let's click on buy. Over here, they're showing 112 cents. Okay, so we're gonna do, let's put $30.90 in there. Let's see how that works out. Okay. Yeah, see, 90-cent fee. Okay. So this should execute right at $30 even. So let's see what it does. You're just trying to get it down to a science, because like I said before, if I did $30 like I did right now, and I just did $30, I actually would only got credited as far as Bitcoin, $29.10. So by doing 30.90, I can get the full amount that I wanted to get, excluding the fee. All right, so they give us 0.000266. Now, when they do the numbers like that sometimes, because you know there's technically 8 digits for Bitcoin, it's actually a 0, so it's actually 2660, but they're weird like that sometimes. All right, so they executed that at 112.7 over here on crypto.com. All right, so I'm gonna read it out to you guys because this screen would not blow up how I want it to. So now my Bitcoin value or Bitcoin quantity is now 0.032666033. And our dollar value is $3,677. And with that, that makes Plasma the Bitcoin number 76. So you guys see how I did that. I got paid 60. You see, I only did half of that. So, so far so good. And also with that being said, I do have a little bit of cash left over now. So, you know, I think I can work with this. I think I can work with doing half. Yeah, I think I can do that. All right. So yeah, I think that's all I got to share with you guys. Plasma Bitcoin number 76. And now we're 24 away from 100. So I think that'd be a nice little milestone. Every donation is significant, but I think 100 would be definitely pretty solid. All right, guys, that's all I got. We'll do it again next time.